So anybody new to my channel, you might not realise, but Kirsten's main channel is Kirsten's Curiosities, and this is her shop. Got a bit of everything. So if you're not subscribed to Kirsten's channel, it's called Kirsten's Curiosities, and she's been doing it for a good few years. So yeah, have a look at her YouTube channel as well. So it's Sunday morning, and we tend to go to car boots, vintage fairs and things like that on Sundays. So it's about 6 o'clock in the morning, I think, maybe 6:10. And we're going to go to a couple of car boots today to see if we can get a bit more stock. And just have a nice day out together. We tend to do this most Sunday mornings. We're back by about 11, 12, and then we've got the day to ourselves. And if you want to come and visit Kirsten's shop, it's in Ottery St Mary in Devon, and it's the best shop in town, without a doubt. Right, let's get off to the car boot. We're going to go into Dorset today. We're going to Bridport, West Bay, and then maybe Dorchester as well. And there it is. Right, off to get the car, which we have to park down the hill, or on the hill, and then we'll get off. Just waiting for Kirsten to get into the car. I've just gone and collected the car. We're going to get off shortly. It's very grey today. We don't normally do car boots if it's not really good weather, because a lot of the stalls don't bother turning up. So there's not as much to buy. So we'll have to see whether it's worth it or not. We just were both sort of like determined to get out today, because yeah, Kirsten's been working the last 5 days, and she needs to get out. And yeah, we thought, well, sod the weather, we'll go. But it is looking a bit grey, so that might have an effect on what we actually get. But yeah, we'll just have to see. I need to get some fuel as well, which is best part of £100 just to fill the bloody tank these days. So yeah, we'll get off. I'll take a little bit of footage when we get to the car boots. There's the first one. It's very, very quiet. So we're at Dorchester now. First car boot was pretty crap. There's one stall we got, I don't know, 15 quid's worth of stuff from, which is okay. But yeah, here we are at Dorchester, slightly bigger one. Let's see what this one's like. It's been alright so far. I've got 2 or 3 bags of stuff, so just took it back to the car, and I'm going to go and find Kirsten again. Is it not doing it? Hey? Alright. Yes. So we've done alright actually. Got loads of fruit and veg. We always get it from a store here. Really good value. And yeah, got quite a lot of stuff actually. Quite a lot of Kirsten's stuff. 3 or 4 bags worth. Show you everything. Some bargains, some really good stock for her shop. We're going to do one more quick shoot around, and then that's it. Right, so it is about 10 o'clock, back from our trip out this morning. back in Kirsten's shop. I'll show you what we got. It was fairly decent in the end. Thought it was going to be really quiet, but Dorchester in particular was quite good. So, right, here we go. So, could do the light on really, but I don't know if you can see all these things. Just lots of good stock for the shop. Things that sort of an eclectic mix of stuff that Kirsten does really well with. Load of baskets, a sewing box, just pots and planters and things. These are all the baskets. She always sells a lot of these. And then, yeah, mugs and nice glasses, animals, those owls down there, butter dish. What's that? Oh, chopsticks. Sort of like a Chinesey design chopstick thing. Nice vase that I found for her. And yeah, a few more bits and pieces. That's the veg that we got. All of that, so 4 punnets of strawberries, apples, cucumbers, carrots, 2 lots of broccoli, grapes. That cost you an awful lot more in the in a greengrocer's, but that was all £7. So yeah, that's what we do on a Sunday morning. Most Sunday mornings, it's all right. It's quite enjoyable. Nice to drive out in the countryside and yeah, just a walk around and get some stock for this shop. So if you haven't already, Kirsten's YouTube channel is Kirsten's Curiosities. If you could subscribe on that would make her very happy. She's nearly at 2,000 subscribers, so we're just trying to get to 2,000 on there. So could you be the 2,000th subscriber? Kirsten's Curiosities, make sure you subscribe, please. Thank you. So it's Tuesday morning, back at the allotment, just continuing with last week's sort of tidying up and everything. Going to get those potatoes, the rest of those potatoes out this week. Maybe pull some of the onions and lay them on the ground to sort of dry out a little bit to store. Got to be looking at those broad beans as well. Maybe they've had their time as well, not sure. I'll have a look at those later. Just a general tidy up. The apples on these trees are doing really well now. Hopefully be able to have a few windfalls. Dave said I could have some windfalls if I wanted them, so that's something to look forward to. Sunflowers are still looking cool. Got absolutely loads in between all the raspberries, and plenty of raspberries to pick again, thank goodness. Ate the last of them this morning. Some definitely ready to be picked. It's a lovely sort of cool day today, so I should be able to get a few hours work done. And yeah, looking forward to it. It should be very pleasant. These plums on this wall, amazing. So I've just had a look at the onions, and 3 of them I really think were ready. So I've took them up and taken the outer skins off. Leave those for a few days outside now just to harden off, and then they'll be nice to use over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, decent size. So good harvest today. I'm going to leave those there, potatoes and the onions, to dry out a bit. But what I'm taking home today is some chard and spinach, bag of that, quite a decent size amount of raspberries, cabbage, that's a good one, happy with that. Broad beans, runner beans, French beans, and then a few more potatoes down at the bottom. I've still got a little bit of rhubarb. I might take some more rhubarb today as well. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Rhubarb's down here somewhere. yeah, there's some good rhubarb there, so I'll take 3 stalks of rhubarb as well and make some sort of crumble, maybe a few gooseberries as well. So that's it for today. I'm going to go fishing tomorrow and I'll be back here on Thursday.
Don't be picking all the fruit. All that black currants there, they're just going to fall off, aren't they? It's like a waste, isn't it?
This is amazing. It's like cornflowers, isn't it?
It's all different colours, isn't it? 'Cause there's like dark purple as well. Red Army. Incredible, isn't it?
Mm.
And look at this one with the sort of...
Yeah, another amaranthus, isn't it?
These are tropical, aren't they? That looks nice, that one with the deeper red leaves, whatever that is. Some sort of lily, isn't it? Way, I think.
Okay, let's have a little walk through there. We can always come back, can't we? Go. Yes, that was right. Up.
Oh, it's just stiff. Oh, there's a little playground. Do you want to go on the playground?
No, thanks. Oh, look. No. I'm not a thief like you.
Right across the path, and I walked straight through it, and then there was a spider on me and everything. Ooh.
day away from the allotment, fishing at a beautiful setting. I've got five ponds. I'm on the lower one, which is the more difficult to fish. It's got less in, but it's tench that I'm going after today. So yeah, been here about an hour, nothing as yet, but just absolutely gorgeous. Really looking forward to my day. Wow, now that is a big one. So it's about midday. I've been here fishing since about 8 o'clock. It's been really good. Just caught the one fish, but it was personal best, my biggest fish, my biggest carp that I've ever caught, which is 12.5, just under 12.5 pounds. So yeah, really, really good. But really enjoying it. I've only had a couple of bites, but very pleasant place. And yeah, I plan on staying here all day. Morning. So it's Wednesday morning. Day's fishing yesterday went really well, really enjoyed it, and back on the allotment today. Got a lot to do actually. It's June and July. It looked perfect. It looked absolutely gorgeous and idyllic, and it's certainly gone over a bit. It still looks good, but yeah, there's quite a bit to do. So I'll walk around and then I'll crack on with some jobs. So yeah, just getting a bit messy, a bit gappy. Got to get these onions up now. Those early potatoes definitely must come up today as well. There was some onions I let out to dry out a few days ago. Don't see much happening on those sweet corns. A lot of leaf growing, but not much else. Hopefully that'll come to something. There's some sort of fresh sowings of spinach and beetroot and onions, spring onions down there. They'll be good for the net in about a month or so's time. Parsnips, I'm going to dig those up today and see what they're like, or at least dig one of them up and see what it's like. I'm going to get all the broad beans out now because they've just about finished. And then just picking lots more runner beans, and there are they were French beans, and there are thousands of runner beans on there. So I've got to pick those and then prepare them, blanch them and put them in the freezer, which is a bit of a pain in the arse, to be honest. It takes ages, but I'll appreciate it in the winter. There's still lots of stuff that we can pick. There's kale, there's spinach, and still the raspberries are coming. So every day I get here, there's another punnet or 2 or 3 punnets of raspberries, which is great. We're still getting a lot of fruit off those. So yeah, I'll crack on for an hour and see what we get done. So I've got these potatoes up. Why is it when you're getting potatoes you always stab them with the fork? Whatever you bloody do. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'll use the ones that I've stabbed first and try and store the rest. They're those 4 big onions that I'd been hardening off, and then I've got some bait for fishing, which on Friday. Some worms there. So now I'm just going to level off that ground, and then I'll take those onions up. Well, that soon changed from being really nice to this. Oh. I shall see if this passes over the next 10-20 minutes, and if it does, go and pick some raspberries, and then just about done. I've got those onions ready, potatoes, weeded a bit, and I've took down most of the old broad bean plants. So yeah, I'll just do another half hour if this passes over, and then get off. Right, so I've done a couple of hours, interrupted by the rain, but managed to get all those potatoes moved, all the onions pulled out. There's just some spring onions down there still left, which they're fine. But they can all sit on the ground for the next 4 or 5 days, hopefully get some sun on them, harden them off, ready for storage. General tidy up, got rid of those broad beans. So there's a few more broad beans underneath the runner beans as well, which I'll have to do next week. And give it a bit of a water, although it did rain. It didn't really get down to the ground underneath the crops. So yeah, looking a bit better. I'll try and come back and do another hour or two later on in the week. They look great, don't they? And all the sunflowers. Look at that one. That is 12 foot high at least. Right, okay, that's it for a few days, or a couple of days. And hopefully back on Thursday or Friday. So it's 7:30 in the morning. Another day away from the allotment. Just going to start fishing. Beautiful setting. Same venue that I fished on Tuesday, but just a different lake. Possibly even more beautiful than the last one, to be honest. Let's see what today brings. Morning, Saturday morning, just at the allotment. Going to do about an hour. Got a busy day today, start the football season. I need to I need to get my TV setup sorted out so I can stream all the Forest games. So yeah, it's nice and early, beautiful day. So just an hour here, harvesting a few bits and pieces, raspberries and something for the weekend, vegetable wise, and then get back. So not done an awful lot on the allotment this week. Really need to have a day down here and get on top of it, but it looks all right. It looks okay. Right, I'll crack on. Well, there are hardly any raspberries left. It's the first day that I'm struggling to get more than just a few. There's one. But yeah, we've had the equivalent of about a punnet every couple of days for 2 months now. But today, very much slim pickings. So getting towards the end of that, I have to decide what I'm doing with these. I don't think you're really supposed to cut them back until February. Anyway, we shall see. Beautiful morning. So I got some really nice French beans. I'm going to get some spring onion on there. A few of those are ready or over ready. I'll take up that lettuce for this weekend. We've got loads of onions drying out in the sun. I'm going to leave those because I've got loads at home. Not actually anything on these sweet ones yet. Let's have a look. I wonder if that's just going to be growing the plant, but no actual corns, cobs. Not sure. There's lettuce and beetroot growing there. In fact, I could take some beetroots today. Yeah, I'll take some beetroots. So many bloody runner beans, it's incredible. Let's see if we can get over there to show you. Just like thousands basically, all throughout. Got loads in the freezer already, got loads in the fridge already. Am I just going to let them waste? I'm not sure. I could try putting a load in chopped up in a curry, which I'm doing today. It just seems such a waste. And I can't be arsed to blanch a load more because it takes ages. And I've got loads. So I love growing them, but I just don't know whether I need that many. We shall see. Right. So yeah, pick a few more things. Put these down with the raspberries. That's what I got in the end from the raspberries. Not very many. A few blueberries as well. Is that focusing? Not sure. Nearly done. Right, just finish off with a quick water. We're still allowed to use our hose pipes here at the moment. Probably not for very much longer. And then that's it for this week. If you could subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. We're still less than 300, so it'd be nice to get a few more. Not been loads to do on the allotment this week, but it's been alright. So 2 lots of fishing. That's sort of got in the way of the allotment work this week, but I've enjoyed it. Right. Thanks a lot for watching. Look at that sunflower. Huge. And yeah, see you next week.